welcome to this side of the internet where we're going to talk about failures that really aren't failures because they're learning experiences and what I do when I get a failure. Right now we're going to be talking about the chicken that I process. It's the stuff I bought for $1.77 at the grocery store this week. I stuck it all in the canner and I processed it all, and I'm determined to use Tattler lids half and half, Tattler to the regular pinging ones. And here we go. This one, out of my entire batch of 30 jars of chicken, one did not seal. What am I going to do? Is it a failure? Total failure? Do I throw it away? No! I labeled it, drained it, labeled it, smooshed it all up, and it's going in the freezer laying flat. I also had 2 jars of beef that didn't seal. Same thing. Actually, one of them I stuck straight in the freezer because when they're straight mouth, straight like this, you can actually freeze straight jars that have no indent. You can freeze these. Did you know that? You can freeze them. So I got beef in the freezer in these. And then I had one of these not seal. And what did I do with that one? Same thing I did with the chicken. I put it in Ziploc bag, labeled and dated it, and laid it in the freezer to freeze. And then I'll just stack them in the exterior outdoor freezer, and we'll use them. So technically, it's not a failure. I'm not going to set my canner back up to recan, although I could recan if I wanted to, but not just for one or 2 jars. No, those will go in the freezer and I will use them from the freezer first. But here's something really fun. When I am canning up and I choose my jars that I want to can, very rarely do you end up with the exact amount of headspace for every single jar and no leftover. Sometimes I eat the leftovers. But what I always do is when I'm heating up and warming and sterilizing these jars, I always throw some smaller size jars. So with this one, I had 1/2 pint and 1/4 pint. This is the 4-ounce jelly jars. And I just throw these in, a couple of them on each tray. When I'm warming up my jars here, I have a couple of the smaller sizes. That way, when I get down to the last few jars, I can choose how I want to can them. And in this method, I canned 3 of these little jars. And what am I going to use these for? Perfect little single servings for pasta or on bruschetta. It's that simple. It gives you alternatives. There you go, people. There are no failures, just massive learning experiences and opportunities. Now you know what I know.